Greetings! Previously, we created pipelines in the portal while being granted access to cluster resources such as Argo CD. Now, we will tell what users can do if they don't have permissions for synchronizing resources in Argo CD, staying limited to only viewing and creating resources in the KubeRocketCI portal. Additionally, the process of writing a new pipeline via add-ons might be excessively time-consuming, and you may just need to check some changes that are unlikely to be added to the upstream sources. This method is suitable not only for those who lack permissions, but also for those who want to quickly check functionality at various configurations. The key distinguish between synchronizing resources in Argo CD and quick modifying is that we don't follow the GitOps approach. It allows us to save some time on testing by minimizing the amount of steps related to working with Argo CD applications and pull requests, such as creation, review, and merge. So not only is this method quicker, but also simpler. Besides, it doesn't require us to have wide permissions in the cluster. But keep in mind that this method is not recommended for major projects where multiple people are involved because there is no data persistency. It means that it will be tough to get back to the previous state after sudden inadvertent changes. Additionally, it can also be difficult to review these changes by your team since there will be no change tracking tools in use. As such, we recommend getting back to the GitOps approach once you verify your changes. Save your changes for further use in a safe and persistent place by synchronizing your new pipelines in the KubeRocketCI pipelines component in the add-ons application. We thoroughly described this process in the previous videos for all pipeline types. The links will be attached to description. So, if you need to quickly check your pipeline changes, there are three principal steps. We will consider a complete scenario when you need to edit both pipelines and tasks. Firstly, create a task, elementary objects of Tecton pipelines. Secondly, create a pipeline that will use your new tasks. And then, select your newly created pipeline in the component or deployment flow settings. In this video, we will show you how to apply a new build pipeline, but the procedure is identical for other pipeline types as well. Now that we know why we need such an option and its general steps, we can get down to the hands-on part. So let's navigate to the portal first. We have already created a JavaScript React application that is built using the npm build tool. Let's look at the tree diagram of the pipeline that is used to build this application. This is the current structure of the pipeline. We are going to change it by adding an additional task between the update build number and build tasks. So let's get down to editing the pipeline. We have already created a new task called Hello World and a new pipeline called Bitbucket npm React app build Simver v2. Let's look at the task first. So the task contains simple echo and ls commands for demo purposes. Now let's look at the pipeline. This pipeline is basically a copy of the existing pipeline with the Hello World task added. Make sure to remember the name of your pipeline as you will need it in the KubeRocketCI portal. Okay, great. Now let's apply these resources. To do that, we need to apply the task first. Excellent. Now that we applied the resources, we can select them for our application. Navigate back to the portal. Select CI/CD pipelines, tasks. Find your task and open it. Verify that it looks as expected. Verify your pipeline the same way. Select CI/CD pipelines, pipelines. Find and open a pipeline. Now we can finally test it for our application. Navigate back to the application. Click the Actions button and select Edit. Select the new pipeline by typing its name. Click Apply. Click the Build button to build the application with the new pipeline. Click the pipeline name to open its details and wait until it completes. As we can see, everything works as expected. Once you decide to add the updated pipeline to your project, update the add-ons repository to include the new pipeline. Watch the video in our YouTube channel for step-by-step instructions. In short, you define a repository to store your personalized pipelines, add your pipelines to it, enable them in the add-ons application in Argo CD, synchronize them and apply them in the portal. In this video, we will learn how to quickly tune and test pipelines in KubeRocketCI in a few steps. Briefly speaking, you create a new task, create a pipeline that uses this task, apply both resources using kubectl, and then select your new pipeline settings in the portal. This method allows you to test pipeline changes quickly, without requiring wide clustered permissions or going through pull request and Argo CD synchronization. That's it for today. Thank you for watching.